Bam, 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 bam. Oh, Kahoot, where are you? Hold on, Kahoot's in here somewhere. There we go. Bum 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 bum. All right, we got our first Kahoot today. Don't mind the technical difficulties. There's static in the air, and I somehow staticked my drawing tablet into shutting off, which did a thing. I'm not really sure what it did, but it did a thing. But we are back. I'm sorry, I'm tired today. I'm zoning out. We are back with our Dog a Day streams. So, I know we missed last week because there was con prep last week, so we didn't get a chance to actually do a Dog a Day last week. But we're doing a Dog Day today, and we're going to go over our previous dog, which was the Cerneco dell'Etna. So no cheating. Don't be cheating. But we're going to do a Kahoot, and whoever wins the Kahoot gets bragging rights. Then again, there's nobody in the Kahoot, so who knows? It should be easy. It's a pretty short Kahoot over basic stuff that we went over the last time. And who doesn't like Kahoot? Bum 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 bum. You guys can probably hear our heater kicking on, can't you? Yeah, it's a pretty loud heater. To be fair, it's not that far from me, so... Yeah... Yeah... It's been cold lately, so, you know, gotta have the heat on. Not the dogs care, but that's because they have 80,000 pounds of fur. Ugh. I am tired today. I slept in big time because I was up super late last night against my will. I did not want to be up that late, but I was up anyway. Just up, awake, unable to fall asleep. So we are very tired today. And I had a lot of, work I was doing this morning. We got another badge that we're embroidering right now. I say embroidering, it's sitting on the embroidery machine because I haven't changed it to the next color and told it to go yet. So it's really just vibing at the moment. But then also I'm working on a bodysuit commission that's almost done. All that's left is to finish sewing in the straps. I've got them halfway sewn in. It's a whole thing. And then detail work. And the bodysuit will be done. So, you know, like our cuffs and our tail hole and stuff like that. And then we just gotta work on doing the feets, which hopefully I'll have time to do today. Do I know how to Kahoot? Oh, I see, okay. And, guys, don't be weird. Dogs are over here trying to be weirdos. Although, honestly, at this rate, we might not do Kahoot, since there's nobody in the game. Usually we got a handful of people in here. But to be fair, it is 4:30 on a Wednesday. Tuesday? Whatever today is. Tuesday. So we might just have to save this. It might be a better plan to do like a specific day, right, where we do nothing but cahoots for our dogs. So we just have a whole day dedicated to cahooting doggos. Since we don't have anybody here, we'll do that. I think that sounds like a better plan. Shwalala. Shwalali. Where am I? There we go. Alright. But today we're doing the New Guinea singing dog. That is next on our list of ancient breeds, or primitive breeds, I guess, not necessarily ancient. Sorry, my eyeball is itchy. I think I stabbed it. A sewing machine needle broke earlier, and I think it scratched my eyeball when it went flying. Just a little bit, so my eye is really pissed off at me right now. I might also just be losing all of my eyelashes again, because that happens. Hooray for... what's it called when you lose hair? I don't know, the doctors never... they're just like, oh yeah, your hair fell out. And I'm like, no shit. It'd be like that sometimes. But let's see. So the New Guinea singing dog is a dog, as you can see. These foxy-looking dogs were once found all across New Guinea, although wild populations are now thought to be extinct. They are an ancient and genetically pure breed related to Australian dingo. So this is an ancient breed, I was right. Although with time and training they make great companions, they do retain elements of their wild heritage, and careful consideration should be made before taking one on. Their name comes from the tonal howl they produce, which sounds a lot like singing. I kind of want to bring it up. Hold on. Let me pull it up on my phone, because I've never actually heard a New Guinea singing dog. So I kind of want to know what they sound like. It knows what I want.
The New Guinea singing dog is an ancient breed of wild
Well, I don't want to
dog.
hear you talking over it. I just want to hear him making the noise. That's what they sound like, apparently. They kind of remind me of huskies, where like they're just kind of yelling. Let's see here. They have thick brush to the underside of their tail. They do have a big old curly tail. Wedge-shaped head with a prominent stop. So if you don't know what a stop is, I can see here. I could do a doodle real quick with a smaller paintbrush. Like let's say this is our head and this is our muzzle. The stop is right here. So some breeds will have almost no stop, like your bull terriers and stuff will have pretty much no stop, whereas your other breeds, like most breeds, will have a very distinct stop. And you'll get like your bully breeds that have the really short muzzle, like, so the more dramatic this slope is like the difference in the stop. Behold, the song of my people. Yes, exactly. So when they say the prominent stop, they mean that it does have a little bit of a distinct shape to that angle. Small, erect, triangular ears set wide apart with tips tilting outward. So very similar to the Cerneco dell'Etna that we did before. They have the triangular ears, except these ones are not, the size of fucking Texas. They are, normal dog-sized ears. A short, thick coat with a plush feel. Colors include red, black, and tan, and can have white markings. They have small, neat, cat-like feet, which is also similar to the Cerneco dell'Etna that we were doing last week. They are considered a medium-small breed, and they require a 5 out of 5 on exercise, which makes sense for a breed that is considered a primitive breed. A lot of your primitive breeds and your sight hounds Your sighthounds not necessarily, but a lot of your primitive breeds really do tend to need a lot of exercise because they're hunters, they're runners, they travel in packs, they are dogs. So a lot of these breeds are very active breeds overall. So that does make sense. They are, however, low grooming. They do not require a whole lot on that front, which is interesting considering their coat. Their coat really reminds me of a husky. Like, they really look like they've got a husky coat going on. They are 12 to 18 inches tall. They weigh about 20 to 30 pounds. They're particularly good in hunting, hence the, high activity rate. Their average life expectancy is 12 to 16 years, which is pretty damn good. A lot of your healthier breeds tend to live that long. That's a pretty good average expectancy. They are not recognized by the AKC. They aren't even in the FSS. They are not recognized at all by the AKC. According to the book, they are about a 3.5 out of 5 on an affectionate scale. They're a 3 out of 5 in playfulness. They score a 2 on both friendliness to other dogs and to strangers. So they seem like they're a bit wary as a breed. They might not be the most people-loving kind of breed. And they only score a 2.5 on ease of training. So they're probably also a bit stubborn, which does make sense, again, for the primitive breeds. You're getting breeds that are, like they said, this is distinctly genetically related to the dingo. So it makes sense when you say that they would not necessarily be the most people-pleasing of breeds. Because they haven't really been bred to be people-pleasing. That's kind of the whole thing with a lot of your modern dog breeds, is that they are bred to behave the way they do. Their ears kind of do this weird thing with their head, where it kind of shapies like this, which I think is interesting. And then their ear kind of goes... That's too tall, but... And they do kind of have like the thick kind of plush husky ear thing going on. I'm also realizing we don't really have any music playing. We should do that, guys. We should have some music. Some noise, so it's not super freaking quiet in here. Play the music. There we go. But... they have very... smart looking eyes. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but like these dogs, the ones that you guys are seeing, like that's an old boy right there. That's a very old dog. But they kind of give me Shiba vibes, not gonna lie. Which I feel like also kind of falls under that. They have these very thick necks too. They're kind of a stockier breed. Similar to like your pitties or your Shibas, where like they're not particularly lanky and agile. Like the Sorneco was a very lanky boy, but this is just a dog. This is the doggiest dog to ever live. Like, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Which, I mean, I don't really have a good reference, but they really seem like they kind of just have this mostly straight line for a back. Like, they don't have a particularly whatever for their top line. And then they have this really, really loose curl of a tail. That's way too big. We'll call this the center line for their tail, you know, like it kind of goes. And it's not super fluffy, but it's not like a thin wispy thing either, you know. And then they really do look, they've got this pretty decent tuck. Not super prominent, but it exists. So then if we go 5... I'm running out of space on my page. I feel like I'm really just drawing a Shiba at this point. I feel like that might even be too long, you know, like they... I feel like I made this thigh part too long. They're a very stocky kind of dog. They just... And then once again we have like the small cat-like feet. I guess they're not these are very round. They've got kind of like this taper to their toesies. And they don't necessarily have like super well defined knuckles or anything. Do they have dew claws? They do. Most dog breeds do have dew claws. But not all of them. There are some that are born without. Generally speaking, the purpose of a dew claw is to provide traction when running. So at high speeds, they kind of... You know, actually, I'm gonna save myself the hassle here. We're gonna yoink it. We're going to copy paste it a little bit. I don't really know a good way to... I'm not good at drawing leggies, I can tell you that. Whoa, who's calling me? New York? You're a liar. I don't know you. They also kind of have like this very muscular kind of build, like... It might be a 30-pound dog, but this dog is not going down without a fight, you know. This dog's gonna get someone. They got very strong shoulders. Again, with their very ovally... Look at that stupid little foot! Oh my god! Did I ever tell you guys I was bad at drawing? Like, I know this is supposed to be like a drawing practice for me, but I am bad at drawing. Cause yeah, like their foot kind of comes like near, and then they got that weird thing that the back of dog feet do. Their elbow actually comes... I guess what we say... Let me reference Google a little bit. I'd say their elbow comes pretty level with their chest line. Oh, come on. Can you turn smoothing off, please? There we go. And then again, we're gonna copy paste a little bit because I'm still very bad at drawing. Is that so? Forrest is over there sniffing and snorfing the fursuits. We haven't found a home for them in the house yet. We need to move some stuff around, but I do think we got like a little bit of a bobblehead thing going on here. So we might need to scale that down just a tidbit. They also kind of have like these little dot eyebrows. It kind of look like they just really. I mean, I feel like I made him look sad, but it's fine. Oh, now I'm zooming in on Twitch. Why? What is happening? I'd say this is pretty accurate to how they look. A wedge-shaped head. I'd definitely say it's wedge-shaped, that's for sure. I feel like their muzzle isn't so, like, not their muzzle, but their lower jaw isn't so prominent. Maybe it is, what do I know? Except now our jaw is too round. There we go. And they really do have like this kind of a split down the middle of their noggin, kind of like the pit bulls do. I feel like this comes a bit too far back. This should come like right here. And then I think their muscles are a little bit more square than rounded. Like they're pretty There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Let me do smaller. Let me do not black line art, because I do want to color this line art later. So if we leave it gray, that'll make it easier to colorize and multiply. And I kind of gave him like this bored expression, like he doesn't really care what's going on right now. Because I don't think they would care what's going on right now. I don't think they'd give two shits. This is the kind of breed that don't care about nothing. Hi, welcome in. Weird. I'm gonna do one of those, I think. Keeping him bored because he don't give a shit. He is very cute. Look at him. He's giving Shiba vibes. I feel like this is very Shiba-y. Like, I still think his head might be a little big. Proportionately. But... and the curly tail does not help. It is a little big noggin, but they got big nogs though. They got big old noggins. It's alright. It adds into the Toonie sticker vibes. You're drawing all his little toenails and such. Oh my god, except it helps if I could draw. There we go, good look. It still looks like shit. It's fine, we're not questioning the way his feet look. They have weird looking little feet. They got weird looking little feet. I really feel like I did not capture them very well in this, because like their feet. Like this is a very rounded foot. They got like tapered feet, you know, like it kind of goes more like this. If you could still draw. these toenails in, but ultimately... Their feet really are just kind of triangular and noodly looking. Forrest, I don't want to hear it, bud. He's mad because he decided that right when I sat down to stream, he wanted to play, and I did not want to play. Because I sat down to do stream. And of course now it's their dinner time, so he's clearly starving to death, if you guys haven't noticed. And he can't believe we're abusing him in such a way that his dinner is gonna be like 5 minutes late. Can't even fathom it. That's the ugliest line I've ever drawn in my life. Sure, that's a foot. These aren't like super fluffy dogs. They're pretty chill, but I feel like they kind of do get a little bit of fluff on their booty. You know, like they just kind of, not a lot of floofy, but a little floofy. Their tails, however, absolutely are fluffy. Like these are, although it would help if Photoshop wasn't lagging on me right now. Dog. Domingo. Alright, so I see colors include red, black, and tan, and can have white markings. We're gonna go for this color, I think, 'cause this looks a lot like what I'm seeing is like this kind of reddish color. Color our boy in. We'll clean up later. Photoshop's being a bitch right now. I have a feeling it's because I have too many things open on my laptop. It's too much, it can't handle it. Zoom. poopy. These are the ugliest feet I've ever drawn in my life. I don't know how I was cooking so hard last time with the Cernecco. And now we got the New Guinea singing dog, and I'm just... This ain't it. This ain't the vibes. Ugly little tootsies. Oh, too far. Cool. Forest Bud, go lay down, please. Thank you, good boy. Is that a hot dog? I can't see. I don't have my glasses on today, so I can't see shit on chat. Is that a hot dog? I'm gonna laugh if it is a hot dog. We yeah, there we go. So now we can like so. And then I'm just gonna follow generally what this image I have right here in front of me does. That's a little bit too that. There we go. Oh, the nail polish. Okay, I see it. Man, I am blind. I just thought it was a hot dog getting cried on, not gonna lie. And I was very confused. I just thought it was a weird Twitch emote. You know, like I wasn't questioning it. Like, ah yes, the hot dog with the tears. We all know hot dog with tears. Who doesn't? It's hot dog with tears. Sad, sad hot dog. The world's saddest hot dog, even. I'm gonna come in with this really dark gray. This guy's got, first off, he's got a really dark muzzle, just overall. At least the one I'm looking at. Although we do still have a little bit of that. Those cream markings, and then we got a black snoot. I don't know why I still have this soft brush. And these guys have like really dark, like almost black, chocolatey eyes. Yeah. Now we get to do the weird shit, which is the shading. We're gonna go with our red tones. We're gonna come up under. Where's our big soft brush we need? Fuck these leggies. Insides of the ears, underside of the muzzle. Huzzah! Then we're gonna highlight. I don't know why it's a habit for me to have light coming from this side, but it is. So that's what we're going with. We're gonna add a little bit of butt lighting too, just cause. Butt lighting. And then we're going to filter, blur, Gaussian. I like vivid light on this guy. Vivid light on this guy's good. We're going to multiply, and then I'm going to I don't think we did a Gaussian blur on this guy. Adding in our like our little joint shadings. It actually, so the new, we actually at the very beginning of stream went over that because I was like, man, I've never actually heard a New Guinea singing dog. They sound a lot like huskies. They sound a hell of a lot like huskies. which I thought was interesting. Gaussian blur, cool. Multiply, cool. Now we can add. This all needs to go above this. There we go. And I think that honestly just about does it for our New Guinea singing dog. At least for today, because I'm tired and this is about all I got going. So, oh, but we want to. Oh, come on. Where is. Right, we want to. FX color overlay. Not black. Yeah, there we go. I like that. That's good stuff right there. So now if we drop shadow maybe? Cool, this shows us all the spots where there's extra stuff we didn't want. Big stroke. Come here, stroke. Make this a little bit of a off-white color, and we'll make it not quite so big. And then we're gonna put in, oh good lord, can we pick a color that we can see maybe? There we go. I don't think I like this font though. Don't worry, we only have 80,000 different fonts. This is the .12. This is the .12. Oh, that's what we want. My arc. I still don't think this is the font we want. Unless, hold on, let me. And then if we swoop. them a lot bit bigger. We got this, guys, don't worry. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Ooh, funky. That's not what I wanted either, though. I wish there was a way to, like, disproportionately I said -40 though. Here, let's go Windows, Character, and we're going to change this to negative something or other until it looks good. Because what this will do is this will force the characters to be closer together. Uh-oh. You know, guys, I haven't saved this whole time. This might have been a whoopsie doodle on my part. Oh, thank God it loaded. Okay. Let's save this real quick. Yes, commit the edits before saving. Oh my God. Don't worry, guys. I'm saving it on my computer. Alright, saved. It's fine. Don't worry, guys. We got this. We are saving. It's okay. Get the fuck out of here. With the mood board bullshit. What is it even on about? Oh my God. It's not happy with me right now. And there's also whatever's going on here. What the fuck? Not gonna lie. Here, let me... I think I might be overloading my laptop a little bit, so let me... Oh, that's not what I wanted either. Let me turn off a few things. Because that might be part of our problem. Photoshop does not seem to be responding. Oh. Okay, there we go, there we go. Can we change the font, maybe? Maybe we just don't do that font. That's Felix Tilting Regular. This is the exact same shit we just did. Is there a narrow? No. Alright. Because I do like Felix Tilting. But I feel like this one might be better. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. I I do like that though. That's pretty damn good. It does not seem to want to let me bend it. Oh dear. Photoshop, why? Okay, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna start over. Yup. No. What is happening right now? Photoshop, what are you doing? Photoshop, no. Photoshop is very upsetty spaghetti with me at the moment. Oh, good lord. I just want text along a curve. That's all I want. There's apparently a lot to ask. Whoa, what is happening? Okay, get. Okay, we're gonna try some things. We're going to. Well, first off, we're gonna fix you. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. So then hopefully it doesn't have to think so hard. Good fucking lord. Can we please just do like that? Cool. And now we're gonna rotate it a little bit. Oh, it's thinking so hard right now. Cool. We're going to rasterize types, so now it's not text. And we're going to stroke it. That sounds bad, but we're going to stroke it. So now it's one with the sticker. And then actually I'm going to add a little bit of... Ooh, that's too much. I didn't really... Why are we so big? Oh, because we're... Duh. I was like, God damn, that felt unnecessary. That shouldn't have been as hard as it was, but we've done it. We have our New Guinea singing dog sticker. He's just a little guy. He's not my favorite dog I've ever doodled. I might redo this sticker at a different point. Just because I'm not a big fan of how it turned out. Mostly his fucking feet, man. He's a little weirdo with toes. But we've got the New Guinea singing dog. So for those of you who missed the beginning of stream, the New Guinea singing dog, obviously, is from New Guinea. It is not an AKC recognized breed at all. They are a score of 5 on exercise, but a score of 1 on grooming. They're generally used for hunting, They are about 12 to 18 inches in height and weigh anywhere from 20 to 30 pounds. So they're a pretty small dog. Average life expectancy is 12 to 16 years. They are fairly affectionate and kind of playful. They are not a fan of strangers or other dogs, though, and they're a bit stubborn when it comes to training. They are an ancient and genetically pure breed that is directly related to the Australian dingo, which is likely why the AKC does not recognize them, because they are not genetically that distinct from dingoes. But we'll draw them anyway, because you never know. And then we'll be back hopefully next Tuesday for a different dog breed, mayhapses, if we decide. Change of plans, though. Obviously, like I said, next Tuesday we're going to do another dog breed. But instead of doing a Kahoot at the beginning of every stream, we'll do one big stream that has Kahoots for all of the different dog breeds we've gone through so far. We might do it like section by section type deal, like all of our primitive breeds are going to have their own Kahoots, and we'll do a big stream full of primitive breed Kahoots. Or might just do like every 10 breeds we do a stream that's just Kahoots. Who knows? But for today, I think we're going to call that good. Yes, chapter of puppers. Exactly. We'll go over all the puppers we've studied in this chapter. I'm trying. Good lord, there's a lot of horny shit happening on Twitch today, guys. Good lord. We're gonna try to find the least horny stream today. Oh, good lord. That's funny. Oh, this looks cute. A fox doing doodles. We're gonna go bug Chase, the red fox, while he doodles what looks like a comic. I will not be joining you because I have to feed the dogs dinner and then we have to go pick up our groceries. But yeah, Twitch is being weird today. I will see you guys next time, which should be tomorrow, maybe? Hopefully? We'll find out. Oh goodness, I need a nap. Bye guys. Thank you for the stream check-in. Bye-bye guys.